Hi, I'm Kate, and today I'm going to be watching episode 1 of The Last of Us. When it comes to the TV show, I've managed to stay relatively spoiler free. I knew that I would watch it eventually, so I just kind of tried to avoid it at all costs. I think I heard the intro sound in like TikToks, and I know from the video game, because both of my brothers play the video game, I know that Pedro Pascal plays Joel, I believe that's the character's name, and he had a daughter, had a family, and then after the zombie apocalypse or whatever it is breaks out, he loses them and he ends up being like a caretaker to Ellie, who has lost her family, Bella Ramsey's character. And I believe that she's immune to the bites, or she's immune to the virus, whatever it is. And that's what I know from the video game. And then, like, just when it comes to the TV show, I know the two actors, and I know episode 3 with Nick Offerman, that it's a very emotional episode. And that's it. That's all I know. I'm really looking forward to this. I heard that the adaptation is really well done. And yeah, let's get started.
Biggest worry?
Yes, any kind of virus, but most probably something similar to influenza.
1968.
Through coughing.
I'm sorry, I meant...
A new virus in Madagascar, say, could be in Chicago within a matter of weeks, and we end up with a global pandemic.
I love the global
Dr.
pandemic
Young,
talk.
Also an epidemiologist, I presume.
It's
the prospect of
Baghead.
viral pandemic
Get on up
is
here,
still high.
Baghead.
Come on up here, Baghead. What?
Bacteria, not viruses. So,
Fungus.
Fungus is a terrible word, by the way.
Let me ask you, where do we get LSD from?
where do you get it from?
It comes from ergot, a fungus. There's a fungus that infects insects, gets inside an ant, for example, travels through its circulatory system to the ant's brain.
I remember reading about that, and that is horrifying. I assume that's what is about to happen in the show, so looking forward to it.
Unheist, you're in distress.
Fungal infection of this kind is real, but not in humans.
Apparently, there are no reasons for fungi to evolve to be able to withstand higher temperatures. But what if that were to change?
He seems to be calling this very accurately. So is someone like a big bad that like makes this a reality, or just scientifically Earth warms and just what he says happens and we lose? Yeah, so I've heard the song before on TikTok plenty of times. And this intro is very Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon-esque, but as creepy and gross as it is, I enjoy it. And like, I'm very fascinated by mushrooms and fungi, and the fact that like our monkey brains developed because we ate psychedelic mushrooms, and that's what made us who we are today and how we evolved so quickly. And like, I've really enjoyed interviews with like Paul Stamens, and I've taken his cordyceps and lion's mane supplements, but they still just creep me out. It's still very gross. And I don't think the show is going to heal that relationship. 2003.
Where's the pancake mix?
Oh, was that? Yeah, it was. Sorry.
I was gonna make you birthday pancakes.
Happy
I know you don't
birthday.
like them. It's for my benefit.
Breakfast food is superior.
Vitamin C.
You get your homework done?
The classic child who takes care of the parent trope. It's cute though.
Literally, today.
Oh no, I'd be done by 9. By 9, right?
A double on his birthday. Nothing bad will happen.
I'll bring back a cake.
He'll bring back a cake, he promises.
Jakarta. Where is that, Marie?
This is giving me like PTSD back to 2020 or 2019.
Country.
Kids always know where the secret money is kept. But I have a feeling she's doing something good. Careful.
I could come by after school, but just for like a little bit.
She'll take what you got.
I feel like they're showing us the elderly neighbor next door, because
Dad,
it's going to be a little sad later.
birthday to you.
Desert Storm combat vet. So they'll have some survival skills, hopefully.
I want you to write this diagram out exactly as I have it. Always subject.
I know the human being and
Doves.
fish can coexist peacefully.
Where
Signal. Twitch, is that like a symptom? The twitching? Where are they? Texas? I think I saw Texas plates. I can't. She's doing something good, right, for his birthday? Birthday tacos. That sounds like a good idea.
20.
That's it?
Okay, 30.
That's not good.
We're closing. Enchantissement, we're done for today.
It's 3:15. We close at 7.
If you know something bad's going on, why not just tell the child? That's what I never, get. Like, why not just tell the kid?
There you are, sweetie.
Sorry.
It doesn't affect animals, right?
Hey, is everything okay? Like, on the news?
Like what, hun?
No, there was just a lot of police and stuff on the road today.
Well, that's true every day, isn't it?
Okay, smart ass.
need
It's
to get right
like
with
that every
Jesus.
day. I can't imagine, though, like, obviously I lived through it. I was in high school during this time, or middle school, but, like, I can't go back to not having my smartphone to find out what's going on. I was in Mystic this past weekend, and there was a huge fireball in the air, and it took all of 2 minutes to get an emergency alert, and we knew exactly what it was. The old lady's infected, right? Yeah. Yep. Turn around, turn around. Although I feel like when you don't turn around, you're safe, but when you turn around and acknowledge the bad thing, that's when you're in trouble in these shows. No.
My dad's gonna be back real soon. I should go.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, you're taking some cookies.
Please don't hurt the dog. Animals always know. Go, get out. Go.
You locked the door for once.
Does he have the cake?
Good job.
Yeah.
No cake.
Come on, man.
I'll get us one tomorrow.
Swear.
I don't think it's happening tomorrow either.
You got me a present? Did you?
What?
I didn't hear anything.
I do have a feeling, though, that he's always going to wear this watch even when it's not working. And people are going to be like, why are you wearing a watch that doesn't work? And he's just going to be like, don't worry about it. Relatable.
Yeah?
But I'm in jail. God damn it. What's my fault this time? I was at the bar, some guy goes crazy, starts swinging at a waitress.
I want to be a good friend where people think that they can trust me, but I don't want to be such a good friend that people, if they were to go to jail, would feel comfortable enough to call me in that situation, especially at night. Anything after 6 p.m. is no. So he's going to leave her home alone, and that's when things are going to go wrong. If that old lady is standing next to her bed, I'm going to freak out. Okay. Uh-oh. You wake up to that and your dad's not home? Yeah, again, not being able to figure out what's going on. Let the dog in. Let the dog in. Let the dog in. I will be forever more concerned with the animals than the people in anything I watch.
Easy, Mercy.
You know what? Let's not inspect. Seems to be bombs going off, or... No. Always trust the animals' instincts. Always trust them.
Come on, let's get you home.
I understand she's in shock,
Mercy, please.
but I don't think she has...
Mercy!
See, no. This child does not have the best survival instincts.
Mrs. Adler?
Like, my ass would be piling furniture in front of doors. We don't have to inspect. I mean, I know we are, but I just want the record to show we don't have to. It's gonna run right by.
Mrs. Adler?
Go home. Oh. I'm dead? Undead? Why are you standing there? No. No, 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 no. Get out. It's a miracle Mrs. Adler's out of that wheelchair. Don't just freeze. Again. A creature was just... We don't have to inspect.
What are we doing, Joe?
Kill her! I just think we're waiting way too long to react to things.
We gotta go. Sarah, listen to me. It's not just the Adlers. We're gonna be brave, and we're gonna get out of this.
In the truck. Get in the truck.
Tanisha, get back inside the house! You lock your doors now! Come on, get in!
Yes, get in. They're gonna be standing. Yeah.
Seatbelt on.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to... Yeah, they're done for.
Daddy,
We don't know.
They're saying it's a virus, some kind of parasite.
is it from terrorists?
We don't know.
Are we sick?
We're fine, trust me.
Sucks, but...
Got a kid, Joe.
So do we. Keep driving.
We could put you in the back.
Oh. But I get it.
Come along.
But I will say, if anything like this was ever to happen at this scale, like, once the army came marching in, whether I was infected or not, I would march up to them and say, I'm infected. I am not staying around for this.
All right, let's think it through.
Ugh. See, in Connecticut, you can't do that because it's all, like, marsh and water.
Could be a lot of people.
We can't go south, we can't go east, we can't go west. How else are we supposed to go? Tommy, come on!
Where would you go? Where's your safe space during something like this? Comment down below and I promise I won't tell anyone. I hope she's not infected.
There's nowhere to go.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if people were, like, trying to take off and...
Gotta go around.
If they're running away from that area, I would be also going in that direction. Like, I wouldn't be running or driving towards where they're running away from. Yay, we could just drive. We could just drive. We've established that there's a virus that's controlling people. We can just... Sorry, that sucks for them. Don't pull over. Keep going. What is it? What is it? Oh.
Stay right there, don't move. Sarah, don't look.
Get out.
You look at me. Okay?
Oh no.
Are you okay?
My ankle.
Oh no, are they cut off? They're in the alley.
Tommy! Head to the river, I'll find a way. Get her out of here, Joe, go!
We can't leave him.
He'll be fine.
Is that the last time we're ever going to see the brother? Just mosey on out of that alley. Oh. It is really creepy when they just, like... And the spaghetti lips. Oh. Oh. Brother?
My daughter's hurt. Her ankle.
Stop right there. I'm sorry. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't think that's a good yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That definitely wasn't. Oof.
We're not sick.
Now Tommy
sorry.
brother? Now Tommy brother?
Please stop.
Okay, that was him, right? Just a flesh wound. Oh no.
No. Okay. You're okay. You're okay. Move your hand, baby. Move. I know, baby. I know. I know. You're okay, baby. I know.
Okay, but honestly, want to go out this way.
Listen to me. I gotta get you up.
I mean,
Okay?
not this drawn out and in pain, but
Tommy, help me! Joe. Come on.
why are they playing the Targaryen theme?
Come on, baby.
Honestly, I'm a crier, but I knew she wasn't going to be lasting the episode. And I thought it was going to be a lot worse. I mean, that still was absolutely horrible, but, you know, I thought it was going to be from, like, a fungi zombie, so 20 years later now. So he knows nothing else. Boston. They're not using kids as, like, bioweapons, right? So the infection only takes a couple minutes.
How did you get this?
I mean, but he traveled pretty far, so would he not be just infected already? Like, would it... Ooh, it's red.
What if I told you that after we gave you some medicine, we're gonna find you your favorite food to eat? Would you like that? And then we'll get you some new clothes and toys, as many as you want to play with.
Say you're a liar.
It's just a little needle. You're safe.
Feeling it doesn't smell too good over there. It's a little boy. Hi, Joel. It's a little boy. But that sign said that it only took a couple minutes to get the virus. So, like, I didn't, I guess when he was holding the patch, because I was saying I didn't see him, like, fidgeting or anything. And he passed out. Like, and that's why I would march, like I said before, I would just march up to the military, because I would survive for this. I have so much respect for people that would want to rebuild society and, like, make it better and everything, because you're better than me.
Nothing today. Tomorrow we got street sweeping or sewer maintenance.
Which pays more?
That'd be the one with the shit.
For the...
EMC 342.3. EMC 342.7. Unauthorized entry into a quarantine zone.
Twitchy hands. Is he infected? I'm just going to, like, always make that correlation. Monopoly money.
I could just shoot you.
Yeah, but then what would you do? You're short 5.
Oxy?
Hydro.
From Atlanta?
I don't know where he gets them from. I just know they're real.
It's real. It's from Atlanta. I just got a factory down there in the QZ. Supposedly only makes 2 things. Pills and bullets.
See, this is where I'd love, like, history and lore videos, because, like, there's still people making medications. They have the technology to make, like, these walls and automatic doors and, like, drawbridges and stuff.
Need the bag back.
So it's like, what is the internal conflicts or... are each quarantine zone against each other? Do they all work together?
Those trucks are shit heaped for a reason.
And they don't have any batteries. I know.
Deal. Hey, do yourself a favor.
Because he wants out. Joel seems to want out.
Fucking Firefly's been blowing shit up all week. It's easy to make a mistake in the dark.
When you're lost in the darkness, look for the light. Okay, Dumbledore.
What do you want me to say, Tess?
I'm not asking you to say anything.
It's not like I planned on ripping you off.
Well, there's a twist for you.
What else are you gonna do? You gonna keep me here? Kill me?
Tess.
Thought he was the one in trouble.
Then Robert, what do you want?
I want you to forget this ever happened.
Done.
What about your guy? Put
It's her
yourself in
guy,
my
Joel.
shoes.
He answers to me.
Well, that was some karmic intervention. Is that the guy that screwed her over? His blood?
I'm not a firefly!
Bella? Yeah. Hey, Lady Mormont.
Count slowly and clearly from 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slowly and clearly. 1, 2. Fuck you.
Close enough.
Same as yesterday.
Veronica.
I'm not supposed to be here!
Shoot the. So those are the fireflies? Yeah.
Hey, there's a line. Nothing? Is there any chance it's coming in at night? You're sleeping, you miss it?
When I'm sleeping, Gabriella listens, or my son, the smart one, not the other one, God bless him. If Tommy responded, we'd know.
And you're talking to the tower.
Every day.
Where's Tommy?
It hasn't been that long.
It's been 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Show me where the tower is.
You can't be serious.
And this is why we want a vehicle?
Joel, it's in Wyoming. All this open country are worse things than infected out there. I hear everything on this. There are raiders. There are slavers. It's the Cody Tower, Q-Bar 4, but I don't know exactly.
And how do we end up... We're in Boston. And honestly, I say this with love. I love Boston and the entire area of Massachusetts, but this is what the average apartment in Boston looks like today. But yeah, how did we wind up from Texas to Boston? Oh, yep, the watch is broken. But, yeah, that was a lot.
I got jumped by a couple guys.
These aren't new.
No. I was in federal lockup all day. Joe,
What?
She kept her promise, though.
the guys who jumped me were with Robert.
No, no.
Sold my battery to someone else. Nothing's lost.
Truck's no good without one, and if I don't get to Tommy soon, he's gonna die out there. Who'd he sell it to?
Don't know.
Well, where is he?
Don't know. Robert, that you wouldn't hurt him. But I would very much like for you to hurt him.
Good, good.
And then we'll go find Tommy.
Does he even have the battery? Have we seen said battery?
The team in place at Southeast 3?
Fireflies?
Some questions. We've been blowing up meaningless Fedra targets spread out all over the
Yeah, and
country
there's this.
for 2 weeks. We've already. What's the point of this?
It's a fair question.
And why do you have some random girl locked in a room? And the guys you have guarding her won't tell me shit?
We are in a war against a military dictatorship to restore democracy and freedom. Does that sound about right?
Yes?
Are the Fireflies beating Fedra anywhere? We hit them here, 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 here. I want Fedra everywhere but here. Night, every Firefly in Boston is gonna gather and you're gonna leave the QZ. Permanently. We're taking that random girl locked in that room west. The radio tower in Salem.
Salem. Going this weekend.
Is this real? I believe it is. Whatever you need.
Okay, so I know from the video game she's immune. So that must be what was written on the note. So my brain is like jumping ahead 10,000 steps. Because what would the government do with her if they knew that she was immune? With there being chaos, Fedra gets to stay in charge. So is Fedra actually looking for a cure? Or like a vaccine? Or they would just use it for themselves?
Tell me to look for the light and I'll break your jaw.
We got him. He's supposedly taking the battery to a red tagged building. But get this. Corner of Stillman and Cross.
And that is the average Boston apartment.
How about we start with thank you?
For what?
For saving your life? I am the one who told him not to shoot you, if you recall.
Why did you stop them?
We'll get to that. So, Veronica. How you feeling?
Is it gonna happen?
Oh, she thinks she was about to die?
I won't tell anyone about any of this.
Where are you gonna go? Back to Federal Military School?
It's for orphans.
They didn't put you there. I did. Ellie.
Okay, so Veronica's a fake name.
You're my fucking mom or something?
Look like your mom?
No, you do not.
Marlene.
Terrorists dump me with Fedra.
Because it's where you'd be safest, and you were safe there until you decided to sneak out. Was Riley a terrorist?
Who's Riley?
Why would you let me go?
Where's home?
Because you have a greater purpose than any of us could have ever imagined.
And did they know she was immune from a young age? And they put her with Fedra to keep her safe?
What I'm about to tell you cannot be repeated to anyone. Because if you do, I assure you, you will die.
I know that eventually all my answers, or all my questions are going to be answered. So like when I say things out loud, if it's spoilery, don't tell me. Because like my favorite fantasy stories, my favorite books to read are ones with like a lot of political machinations and maneuvering and like history and lore as to why politics and groups work the way they work. So I'm hoping we get a little of that in here. Because obviously there's just a lot of unanswered questions like who's Riley? Why would they put someone who's supposed to be important at a Fedra military school? And how did she leave? Why did she leave? Like that all, there's a billion questions there for me.
This one's done.
Are we sure?
Yeah. I know, I just...
But don't get too close.
You think he came down after he was infected?
This make me think of Murderbot. For anyone that's read Murderbot by Martha Wells. It's a current favorite series of mine, and this is reminding me of a scene from that. Get away from it.
You smell that?
Yeah. Gunpowder.
There he is. Fedra got him. That doesn't look like a good battery. Yeah, no, that's...
The battery's no good.
Oh, no, fireflies? I admire the moxie, though. Marlene got a boo-boo.
So this is who Robert screwed us over with? The Che Guevara of Boston?
Pointed at me. And to answer your question, I need it for a better reason than you do. No offense, but Tommy's just one man. We were gonna move Ellie out of the zone tonight. So now I'm thinking, you're gonna do it.
The hell we are.
Let me take her. He's cargo.
We don't smuggle people. Sorry.
I can do it. Kim, you don't have a fucking ear on your fucking head, could you please?
Oh,
There's a team of Fireflies. I know what's out there. We were going with an entire squadron for that very reason. You get her there safely, and they'll give you what you need. Asshole!
just give her the knife.
But she seems desperate.
Firefly vehicle usually means repurposed Fedra stuff. The second we hand that kid over.
Y'all talk it through, but please remember that I'm bleeding out.
Get her to your crew at the State House. But before we hand her over, they give us everything that we want. If not, we kill her there and then.
Deal.
Really?
Remember what I told you? Now go get your backpack. Now, Ellie. Joel. Don't fuck this up.
Again, I don't know, I feel like I would just give a little bit more information. I mean, she's already trusting him to take her.
Give us a minute, all right?
What the?
Kids always know where to look for the hidden things.
So who's Bill and Frank? The radio's a smuggling code, right? 60s song, they don't have anything new. 70s, they got new stuff. What's 80s?
I guess
What are you
that's
doing?
the type of thing you would learn at
Well, what am I supposed to
federal
do?
boarding school.
Your watch is broken.
He knows.
I've never been on the other side of the wall. Look how dark it is. You guys go out there a lot?
I guess.
When was the last time?
Maybe a year. What's it matter?
But you know where to go, so we're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I do like the little parallels they're putting in, like the daughter asking a lot of questions when everything was going down, and now she's asking a lot of questions.
Oh, the radio came on when you're sleeping. Like, wake me up before you go.
Shit.
80s means trouble. Code broken.
I feel like what we're about to see is going to be like a mission in the video game, like escaping the quarantine area. And I'm curious, like, how many scenes are, if like this scene in particular coming up, or if there's going to be a lot that like mirror the video game. Yeah, and like notice how all of the technology, like where it is being used and for what purposes. Idiot kid.
Holy shit, I'm actually outside. Oh,
Yeah, like this whole thing just seems like a scene straight out of a video game. Oh, but it's our buddy. It's our buddy. See, friends.
You gotta be shitting me. All right, what
Is
about
she gonna test positive? Get your knife out.
risk my job for half off? Out of your fucking mind. Fucking way.
Whoa, whoa.
I think this is gonna give him PTSD a little bit. Yeah. We're gonna Kristen Cole him. Although she's just like in the background. He's dead. Although for Pedro, this is like an Uno reverse. See, this is why we should have told them, given them a little bit of information.
look! This is 3 weeks old. Nobody lasts more than a day.
Yeah, so like, I'm wondering, that little kid at the beginning, not at the beginning, that little kid they killed, he had to have been traveling for days. So does the federal government know that some of these kids are immune? Like, why would you have the posters up saying it only takes a couple minutes? The kid didn't just come from a couple minutes away. Radio's gonna turn on. Sounds like the 80s. What does that mean? Okay. Okay, so that was episode 1 of The Last of Us. That was really good. That felt long, but not in a bad way. I just felt like we got a lot of story, and for me, that raises a lot of questions. I'm somebody that kind of just likes to ask and say questions out loud, and kind of just leave them hanging there for myself, because for some reason if I say something out loud, I'll just remember it better, or I'll remember that I asked that question, or to kind of like have that going in the back of my head as the story continues. And like I said, I love getting like history and lore of like how we got here, because we obviously had some time jumps. We're now 20 years ahead of when this outbreak first started, and yeah, I have a lot of questions. It seems like, at least from where we are, that Fedra is a nationwide government, military dictatorship, and it seems as though Firefly is also a national organization, if you will, or resistance group that wants democracy, because like I was saying, it looks like there's certain levels of technology. They have the technology to test whether or not you have the disease just by like having a temperature gun. There are like facilities, there are walled quarantine places, there are schools, there is lights, it seems that there's electricity. So it's just interesting the way like there's technology, but it's only being used to keep the people in control, which brings me to my next questions of, are children now being born with an immunity to the fungi? Because if the fungi can evolve to infect human hosts and to be more aggressive than it has been in the past, where it was only affecting like ants and smaller animals, will humans also be able to genetically evolve to resist it? Children, like obviously, as I kind of pointed out a lot, so sorry, but the child that showed up at the beginning after the 20-year jump tested positive, and yet his wounds looked old, and the poster that was up on the wall said it only takes a couple minutes for the infection to set in. So was this child like a biological weapon? Like, where did he come from? Or did he just survive and he's been walking it seemed like he was walking for a long period of time, and if he was infected, he wouldn't have passed out and fallen and needed to be carried. The fungi infection would have controlled his body like it did with the old woman when she got up out of the wheelchair. So I'm wondering, is the federal government aware of, or Fedra aware of these people that have an immunity to it? Do they not want them to exist because they still want to exert power and control? Is there like a capital somewhere where the wealthy and the elite are living, and they want to keep everybody else in a state of fear in order to maintain what they've been able to get during all of this chaos? Because people always profit off of chaos. Yeah, I have a lot of questions. And like, why would Maureen put Ellie in a Fedra military school, but she's saying if anybody finds you out, you'll be killed? So many questions. I'm really excited to keep going on. Really great first episode. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to watching more. So I will see you in the next one.